Welcome to your Cancer Daily Horoscope for May 27, 2025. As we navigate this late spring day, the cosmic energies are aligning in particularly interesting ways for those born under the sign of the Crab. Today, the moon, your ruling celestial body, transits through Libra, creating a fascinating dynamic with your natural Cancer energies. This places a spotlight on your 10th house of career, public image, and long-term goals. You may feel a stronger than usual pull between your professional ambitions and your desire for emotional security and home life balance. The Libra moon forms a challenging square aspect to your Cancer sun, which might create some internal tension. You're being asked to find harmony between your nurturing, protective instincts and the more objective, partnership-oriented energy that Libra brings. This isn't necessarily comfortable for you, Cancer, but it offers tremendous growth potential. Meanwhile, Mercury in Gemini is activating your 12th house of the subconscious, dreams, and hidden matters. Your intuition is exceptionally heightened today. Pay attention to those gut feelings and subtle impressions that float through your awareness. You might receive important insights through dreams or moments of quiet reflection. Keep a journal nearby to record these fleeting but significant thoughts. Venus, currently in Taurus, is forming a supportive trine to your sun sign. This beautiful aspect brings a gentle, grounding influence to your emotions and relationships. There's a practical, sensual quality to your interactions today that feels comforting and authentic. For Cancer natives, this Venus position highlights your 11th house of community, friendships, and future hopes, suggesting positive social connections and progress toward your aspirations. In your love life, this is a day of meaningful communication and emotional honesty. If you're in a relationship, you and your partner may find yourselves discussing future plans or addressing issues that have been simmering beneath the surface. The energy supports compassionate, productive conversations rather than heated arguments. Single Cancers might feel drawn to someone who offers both intellectual stimulation and emotional security, perhaps someone you meet through mutual friends or professional networks. Career-wise, today's astrological climate favors strategic planning and networking. The Libra moon in your career sector enhances your diplomatic abilities and sense of fairness, making this an excellent day for negotiations, presentations, or collaborative projects. You might receive recognition from superiors or peers for your contributions, particularly those involving creative problem-solving or intuitive understanding of others' needs. A significant aspect today involves Mars in Aries forming a square to Pluto in Capricorn. This powerful, transformative energy affects your 7th house of partnerships and contracts. Be mindful of power struggles in your professional relationships or business dealings. While confrontation isn't typically your preferred approach, Cancer, today you might need to stand firm on important boundaries or principles. The key is expressing your position with clarity and compassion rather than aggression or passive aggression. Financially, Uranus in Taurus continues its long-term transit through your 11th house, bringing occasional surprises related to your income from groups, organizations, or technology-related ventures. Today's specific alignment suggests potential unexpected news about a funding opportunity or collaborative project that could improve your financial situation in the coming months. Your health and well-being deserve extra attention today. The current planetary positions heighten your emotional sensitivity, which for Cancer can sometimes manifest as digestive sensitivity as well. Pay attention to how your body responds to stress or emotional triggers. Practices that soothe your nervous system would be particularly beneficial. Consider gentle water-based activities like swimming or a warm bath with essential oils, or perhaps preparing nourishing foods that make you feel grounded and comforted. The asteroid Chiron in Aries continues to activate healing in your career and public life sector. Today, you might encounter a situation that briefly triggers old wounds around recognition, authority, or your professional identity. Rather than retreating into your protective shell, see if you can stay present with any discomfort and recognize it as an opportunity for healing outdated narratives about your capabilities or worth. Your home environment, always important to Cancer, feels especially significant today. You might feel motivated to make changes to your living space that better support your current emotional needs and aspirations. Even small adjustments to your surroundings can have profound effects on your sense of security and well-being now. Jupiter, now in Cancer, continues to expand your sense of self and personal possibilities. This rare and fortunate transit amplifies your natural gifts and brings opportunities for personal growth and emotional fulfillment. Today's specific aspect between Jupiter and Neptune creates a dreamy, spiritually receptive atmosphere where your compassionate nature can really shine. You might feel drawn to helping others or engaging with artistic, musical, or contemplative pursuits. Saturn in Pisces forms a supportive sextile to your sun sign, bringing structure and focus to your ninth house of higher learning, travel, and philosophical exploration. This could manifest as a serious interest in studying subjects that expand your worldview, planning meaningful travel experiences, or deepening your spiritual practice. There's discipline and staying power available to you now for any endeavor that broadens your horizons. Your relationships with siblings, neighbors, or close relatives might come into focus today as the North Node in Aries activates your third house of communication and local community. Perhaps it's time to heal an old misunderstanding or strengthen bonds through honest conversation. Short trips or local activities could prove surprisingly significant. The most powerful advice for Cancer today is to embrace the balance between your emotional nature and the more objective, balanced approach that the Libra moon encourages. You don't need to choose between head and heart. Today's cosmic message is about integrating both. Allow yourself to feel deeply while also maintaining perspective on your experiences. Your natural empathy is heightened today, which makes you an excellent listener and support person for others. Just be mindful of taking on too much of others' emotional burdens. The planetary positions support healthy boundaries even as they enhance your compassionate nature. An important theme for you to contemplate today is the relationship between security and growth. The universe is asking you to expand beyond familiar comfort zones without abandoning the emotional wisdom that is your birthright as a Cancer. Where might you be clinging to outdated forms of safety that actually limit your potential? Your intuition serves as an exceptional guide today. That inner knowing that Cancers are famous for is especially accurate and accessible. Before making important decisions, take a moment to check in with your gut feelings. The answers you seek are likely already within you, needing only a moment of quiet attention to become clear. As the day progresses, the moon's approaching aspects suggest an evening that favors cozy domesticity and heart-to-heart conversations. Creating a nurturing environment for yourself and loved ones will help you process the day's insights and prepare for tomorrow's opportunities. In summary, Cancer, May 27, 2025, offers you a rich tapestry of energies to work with, emotional depth combined with strategic thinking, intuitive insights alongside practical action, personal healing that benefits your public life. By embracing both your traditional nurturing strengths and the more balanced perspective that today's planets encourage, you can navigate this day with grace and purpose, laying groundwork for significant growth in the coming weeks and months. Your personal mantra for today: I honor both my feelings and my wisdom, allowing them to guide me toward greater balance and fulfillment. Until tomorrow, gentle Cancer, may the stars light your path and the moon, your celestial guardian, bless your journey. On May 27, 2025, Cancer finds itself under a particularly fascinating set of planetary influences. The moon, your celestial ruler, will be transiting through Libra, creating an interesting dynamic as it forms a square aspect to your sign. This position places emotional emphasis on your 10th house of career and public reputation, potentially bringing your personal feelings into your professional sphere. The Moon-Venus trine active on this day softens this influence, allowing you to navigate workplace dynamics with unusual grace and intuition. With the moon in an air sign, you may find yourself more intellectually detached from emotional situations than usual, a rare but welcome respite from your typically deep emotional immersion. The sun continues its journey through Gemini, illuminating your 12th house of the subconscious, dreams, and hidden matters. This placement creates a period of introspection before your solar return next month. You might feel slightly less energetic under this influence, as the sun's vitality is somewhat veiled in this position. However, this is cosmically designed as your annual period of reflection and internal processing. Mercury, the cosmic messenger, will also be in Gemini, amplifying the focus on your subconscious patterns and creating a powerful time for therapeutic insights and dream work. Your intuitive capacities are heightened now, with messages coming through in subtle ways rather than direct communication. Venus will be positioned in Taurus, bringing its benevolent energy to your 11th house of friendships, groups, and long-term aspirations. This extremely favorable placement creates harmony in your social circle and might bring financial benefits through connections or group endeavors. Mars in Aries activates your 9th house of higher learning, travel, and beliefs, injecting passion and drive into these areas. You may feel a sudden urge to explore new philosophical territories or literally plan a journey. This position can make you more assertive about your beliefs, though be careful not to become dogmatic. Jupiter, having recently entered Gemini, joins the Sun and Mercury in your 12th house, expanding the themes of spiritual growth and psychological healing. This placement begins a year-long cycle of inner expansion and sets the stage for significant personal growth when Jupiter enters your sign next year. Saturn continues its journey through Pisces in your 9th house, creating a more serious, structured approach to education, belief systems, and long-distance matters. This placement asks you to build solid foundations for your worldview and commit to any formal education with discipline and persistence. Uranus in Taurus forms a harmonious aspect to your Cáncer planets, bringing unexpected opportunities through friends and social networks. This position encourages breaking free from routine and embracing progressive ideals. Neptune in Aries forms a challenging square to your sign, which could create some confusion around career matters or public image. Discernment is essential during this transit. Not everything is as it appears, particularly in professional settings. Pluto, having retrograded back into Capricorn, opposes your sign directly, continuing the profound transformation of your closest relationships and partnerships that has characterized much of the past decade. These powerful Plutonian energies demand authenticity and depth in all significant connections. The North Node in Aries and South Node in Libra create an evolutionary axis across your 9th and 3rd houses, suggesting your growth comes through expanding your horizons rather than getting caught in day-to-day communications and immediate environment. The Black Moon Lilith in Virgo activates your 3rd house of communication, potentially bringing repressed thoughts to the surface in conversations, especially with siblings or neighbors. Chiron in Aries may trigger some sensitivity around beliefs or educational pursuits, but also offers healing potential in these areas if you're willing to face old wounds. With these planetary positions, May 27th serves as a day where your internal processing is highly active, though not necessarily visible to others. The predominance of planets in your 12th house suggests much is happening beneath the surface. Dreams may be especially vivid and meaningful, so keeping a dream journal would be particularly valuable. The moon's position in your career house creates a tension between the need for retreat and worldly obligations. Finding balance between these competing needs will be your primary challenge on this day. The harmonious aspect between Venus and the moon suggests that leaning on trusted friends or participating in group activities could help ease any emotional tension you experience. Pay particular attention to unexpected insights or intuitive flashes, as Mercury in your 12th house, heightened by Jupiter's presence, creates powerful potential for subconscious breakthroughs. For Cancer natives, May 27, 2025 brings a fascinating shift in your communication sphere. The moon, your ruling celestial body, forms a harmonious trine with Mercury, opening channels of expression that have felt blocked in recent days. This alignment creates an exceptional opportunity for heart-centered conversations, especially with family members or those you consider part of your inner circle. Your words carry emotional weight today, allowing you to express sentiments that normally stay beneath the surface of your protective shell. Notice how your intuitive abilities are heightened. You're sensing the unspoken needs of others before they voice them. This makes you an exceptional listener today. The moon's position in Scorpio intensifies your emotional intelligence, helping you cut through superficial exchanges and create meaningful connections. However, be mindful of Neptune's influence, which could cause some confusion in written communications. Double-check emails and messages before sending, particularly those related to professional matters. Your natural Cancer diplomacy serves you well when navigating potentially sensitive discussions at work. Creative expression flows effortlessly today if you journal, create art, or work in creative fields. You'll find your emotional depth translates beautifully into your craft. Early afternoon presents an ideal window for important conversations that require both emotional honesty and clear thinking. Venus aspects suggest that your words carry a nurturing quality that others find incredibly comforting now. For those Cancers who typically struggle with asserting boundaries, today offers cosmic support for expressing your needs without feeling guilty. Communication with water signs proves especially productive, while air sign individuals may require more patience and emotional translation. Your heightened sensitivity allows you to pick up on subtle tones and unspoken feelings, though be careful not to absorb others' emotional states too deeply. Digital communication feels less satisfying than in-person exchanges. Today, your need for emotional connection favors face-to-face interaction, where you can read body language and energy. Evening hours bring a reflective quality to your thoughts, perfect for processing conversations from earlier in the day and integrating insights. For Cancer writers, poets, or content creators, this is an exceptionally fertile period for expressing your unique emotional perspective. Overall, May 27th empowers your natural ability to communicate with empathy while providing cosmic support for expressing your own emotional truth with greater clarity and confidence. As the cosmic energies align on May 27, 2025, Cancer natives find themselves at an intriguing financial crossroads. The moon, your planetary ruler, forms a harmonious trine with Venus in Taurus, creating a particularly fertile ground for financial growth and stability. This alignment suggests unexpected monetary opportunities may arrive through family connections or real estate ventures, two areas naturally aligned with your nurturing Cancer energy. Mercury's position in Gemini activates your 12th house of hidden matters, indicating that financial insights may come through intuitive channels rather than obvious sources. Pay special attention to dreams, chance encounters, or seemingly random conversations that could contain valuable financial guidance. Your subconscious mind is processing economic patterns that your conscious mind might miss. Jupiter, positioned in Virgo during this period, forms a productive sextile with your sun sign, expanding opportunities related to detailed financial planning and health-related investments. This could manifest as a new opportunity to reorganize your budget, discover tax advantages, or even find value in wellness-focused investment opportunities. The Jupiter Virgo energy rewards methodical approaches rather than speculative risks. Saturn's continuing retrograde through Pisces creates a cautious backdrop for long-term financial planning. This position suggests reviewing commitments related to joint ventures or shared resources. For Cancer individuals involved in business partnerships, this is an excellent day to reassess terms and conditions, ensuring they truly serve your security needs, a priority for your water sign nature. The day's Venus-Pluto aspect brings intensity to financial matters, potentially revealing hidden value in assets you already possess. This could manifest as discovering that an heirloom has unexpected worth, recognizing untapped potential in an investment, or finding new ways to leverage existing skills for income generation. The transformative energy suggests that what appears to be a small financial opportunity could develop into something much more significant over time. Mars in Leo activates your second house of personal resources, injecting confidence into your financial decision-making. While Cancer tends to be cautious with money, this planetary position provides a healthy dose of assertiveness when negotiating compensations or pursuing new income streams. The key is balancing this assertive energy with your natural prudence. Boldness tempered with wisdom yields the best results today. A noteworthy Neptune aspect suggests potential confusion around a financial opportunity that seems too good to be true. Your Cancer intuition serves you well here. If something triggers your internal warning system, take additional time to investigate before committing resources. The veil between financial reality and illusion is particularly thin today. For Cancer entrepreneurs or those in leadership positions, Uranus in Taurus continues to revolutionize your network sector, potentially bringing unexpected financial opportunities through professional connections. A casual conversation with a colleague could reveal an investment opportunity aligned with your values, or a friend might introduce you to someone seeking exactly the skills or services you provide. The North Node's position suggests that embracing slightly more financial risk than is comfortable could lead to significant growth. While security is your default setting, today's energies reward calculated steps outside your comfort zone, particularly in areas where you've developed expertise but haven't fully monetized your knowledge. For employed Cancers, the day's aspects support conversations about compensation or benefits packages. Your emotional intelligence combined with the day's assertive energy creates an ideal backdrop for articulating your value to an organization. Documentation of achievements prepared today could prove particularly persuasive in future advancement discussions. The day's financial energy has a distinctly domestic flavor for many Cancers. Property matters, home-based business opportunities, or investments related to family security receive cosmic support. If you've been considering renovations that increase property value or exploring passive income through real estate, today's aspects provide clarifying insights about next steps. Cancers involved in creative fields may discover unexpected monetization paths for their work. The Moon-Venus-Neptune configuration particularly supports finding financial value in artistic or empathic endeavors that might previously have seemed difficult to market effectively. The final hours of the day bring a subtle but significant shift as the moon moves into a new aspect pattern. This creates an excellent window for setting financial intentions or performing prosperity rituals if you're metaphysically inclined. Visualizations or affirmations related to abundance carry particular potency during this evening window. On May 27, 2025, Cancer finds itself in a particularly favorable cosmic alignment with several fortunate areas emerging prominently. The moon, your celestial ruler, forms a harmonious trine with Jupiter in Virgo, opening doors to practical opportunities that align perfectly with your nurturing instincts. This creates an especially fortuitous energy around domestic improvements and family connections. Any home-related decisions made today carry a blessing of long-term stability and emotional fulfillment. Financial resources receive unexpected support as Venus in Taurus activates your 11th house of networks and future aspirations. This placement suggests that connections made through friends or community groups could lead to lucrative opportunities. Pay special attention to casual conversations about investments or shared resources. What might seem like ordinary chit-chat could contain valuable financial insights tailored specifically for your situation. Your intuitive capabilities are extraordinarily heightened today, with Neptune in Pisces forming a grand water trine with your sun sign and the transiting moon. This rare configuration makes spiritual practices, creative visualization, and manifestation work exceptionally powerful. The boundary between your subconscious desires and external reality thins, allowing you to more easily bring your deeper intentions into physical form. Healing and emotional restoration represent another fortunate area, as Chiron makes a supportive aspect to your sector of well-being. Long-standing emotional wounds may find pathways toward resolution, particularly those connected to childhood experiences or family dynamics. This is an excellent day to engage with therapeutic practices, energy work, or simply creating space for emotional processing. Professional recognition comes through unusual channels today. With Mercury in Gemini activating your 12th house while forming a sextile to Mars in your career sector, behind-the-scenes work you've been doing quietly may suddenly receive acknowledgement. Your intuitive approach to problem-solving becomes your greatest professional asset, particularly when addressing complex interpersonal dynamics at work. Relationships with maternal figures or nurturing mentors are especially blessed today. Conversations with wise women in your life could provide exactly the guidance you need at this moment. There's a synchronistic quality to these interactions. Pay attention to seemingly random advice that resonates deeply with your current situation. Educational pursuits and knowledge expansion represent another fortunate area, as the North Node's position supports your authentic learning path. Information you encounter today regarding personal development, emotional intelligence, or family systems may feel profoundly relevant to your evolutionary journey. Trust the resources that naturally find their way to you. Creative expression flows with remarkable ease, particularly projects that involve water elements, emotional narratives, or nostalgic themes. Your ability to channel deep feeling into tangible creations peaks today, making it an excellent time to work on artistic endeavors, especially those connecting to your heritage or emotional history. Physical vitality receives cosmic support through Pluto's transformative influence in your sector of daily routines. Small changes to your health regimen, initiated today, carry powerful long-term benefits. Your body responds especially well to gentle, water-based activities and nourishing foods that honor your sensitive digestive system. Connection to ancestral wisdom and family lineage represents a final fortunate area today. With Saturn stabilizing your house of deep transformation, you may receive insights or understanding about your family patterns that prove liberating. This awareness doesn't come as harsh revelation, but rather as compassionate understanding that helps you integrate your past while creating a more intentional future. Cáncer, your social world expands in fascinating ways today, as the moon forms an illuminating trine with Jupiter in your 11th house of community and aspirations. This cosmic alignment opens doors to meaningful connections that may have previously seemed out of reach. There's a nurturing quality to your interactions today, with others naturally gravitating toward your compassionate energy. The universe is encouraging you to step beyond your protective shell and engage with both familiar faces and potential new friends who share your values and interests. Someone you meet today could become instrumental in helping you achieve a long-held dream or goal. Pay special attention to conversations that seem coincidental. They rarely are on days like this. With Venus currently activating your communication sector, your words carry additional warmth and sincerity, making this an excellent day for mending fences or strengthening bonds that may have weakened over time. Group activities particularly favor you now, whether virtual gatherings or in-person meetups. Your presence enriches the collective experience. A friend may reveal something surprising that shifts your perspective on a shared situation. This revelation isn't meant to disrupt, but rather to deepen your understanding and ultimately strengthen your connection. For Cancers in romantic relationships, involving your partner in your social circles brings unexpected harmony today, as they may form valuable connections that indirectly benefit you both. Professional relationships also benefit from today's cosmic climate. A colleague may approach you with an opportunity for collaboration that aligns perfectly with your emotional and creative needs. The Pluto retrograde currently influencing your partnership sector suggests that power dynamics in close relationships are shifting, allowing for more authentic and balanced interactions. You may notice that certain social connections that once felt obligatory now feel genuinely nourishing, as you've grown more discerning about who deserves your emotional investment. Family connections also receive cosmic attention today, with older relatives potentially offering wisdom that resonates deeply with your current social situation. Though you typically prefer your tight-knit circle, today's energy supports expanding beyond familiar territory. Consider accepting an invitation that might normally make you hesitate. The stars suggest rewarding experiences await outside your comfort zone. Digital connections receive favorable aspects today as well, making this an excellent time for reaching out through social media or reconnecting with distant friends via technology. Your intuition about people is particularly sharp now. Trust your gut feelings about new acquaintances, as they're likely accurate reflections of character. Some Cancers may experience a reunion or reconnection with someone from their past who brings valuable perspective on your personal growth journey. While socializing comes more naturally today, remember to maintain your emotional boundaries. Your heightened sensitivity is both a gift and vulnerability in social settings. A midday lunar aspect to Saturn suggests being mindful about commitments you make to others, ensuring you can follow through on social promises. As evening approaches, an aspect between the Moon and Mercury enhances conversation, making dinner gatherings or late calls with friends particularly satisfying and insightful. For single Cancers, a friendship could begin showing hints of deeper potential, though the stars suggest allowing this transition to occur organically rather than forcing romantic elements. Those in established relationships find that sharing social experiences strengthens your bond in unexpected ways. Your characteristic empathy makes you an excellent listener today, and someone in your circle may need exactly that quality. By holding space for others' experiences, you unconsciously create allies who will support your emotional needs in the future. Community or neighborhood activities carry special significance, potentially connecting you with kindred spirits who share your vision for local improvement. While you're naturally private, today's energy rewards selective vulnerability. Sharing something personal may create powerful bonding experiences. Long-distance friendships receive beneficial aspects, making this an excellent time to reach out to those geographically distant but emotionally close. The day's overall social message encourages exchanging ideas rather than isolation. Your perspective is valuable to others, even when you doubt its worth. Trust that your natural nurturing abilities create safe spaces for authentic connection, allowing relationships to develop with genuine foundations that will weather future challenges. As the Moon forms a gentle sextile with Jupiter today, you're being called to expand your emotional horizons, Cancer. This cosmic configuration brings a nurturing energy that supports your personal growth while still honoring your need for emotional security. The planetary energy today creates a perfect balance between stepping outside your comfort zone and maintaining your sense of safety. Today's lunar influence, your ruling planet, suggests a need for honest self-reflection about areas where you might be holding yourself back through excessive caution or fear. The universe is offering you a protected space for emotional exploration and growth. While your natural instinct is to retreat into your shell when feeling vulnerable, today's energy rewards those who cautiously extend beyond familiar boundaries. Consider this day an opportunity to practice emotional courage with a cosmic safety net beneath you. When making decisions today, trust your intuitive impulses more than analytical reasoning. Your natural Cancer intuition is especially heightened, acting as your internal navigation system. Pay particular attention to gut feelings about relationships and personal projects. They contain wisdom your conscious mind hasn't fully processed yet. In your interactions with others, practice transparent communication rather than hinting at your needs or expecting others to read between the lines. While your empathic nature makes you excellent at anticipating others' needs, Remember that not everyone possesses your emotional intelligence. Being direct today will prevent misunderstandings and strengthen your connections. Take time to nurture yourself with small rituals that ground your energy. Consider a morning meditation focusing on your heart center, or an evening bath with calming essential oils like lavender or chamomile to restore your emotional equilibrium. Your sensitivity is your superpower, but it requires intentional management. If working on collaborative projects today, contribute your unique perspective without apologizing for your emotional approach. Your ability to sense the unspoken needs of a group is invaluable, particularly as Mercury's position enhances communication in team environments. Guard against absorbing others' emotional states like a sponge. Visualize a protective bubble of light surrounding you when in crowded or emotionally charged environments. Your capacity for empathy is beautiful, but can lead to emotional exhaustion if boundaries aren't maintained. Set aside time for creative expression today, particularly anything involving water elements or nurturing activities. Your subconscious is particularly active and accessible, making this an excellent day for journaling, poetry, or artistic pursuits that allow your intuitive wisdom to flow. Financial decisions should be approached with both pragmatism and intuition today. Venus aspect suggests potential opportunities related to home or family investments, but Neptune's influence warns against idealizing situations without examining practical concerns. Balance your heart's wisdom with factual research. In relationships, today favors heartfelt conversations about shared visions and dreams. The current celestial alignment makes this an ideal time to discuss future plans with loved ones, particularly regarding home and family matters. Your natural nurturing abilities are especially appreciated by those close to you today. Allow yourself to give without depleting your own reserves. Remember that true nurturing includes healthy boundaries. The evening hours bring a particularly reflective energy as the moon shifts into a more contemplative phase. Use this time for gentle introspection rather than self-criticism. Release any tendency toward rumination over past events or conversations. Instead, focus on extracting the wisdom from your experiences without judgment. Above all, trust the timing of your personal evolution today. Like the crab that represents your sign, sometimes moving sideways is the most efficient path forward. Not every journey needs to follow a straight line, and your intuitive nature understands the wisdom of cyclical growth patterns. Embrace your unique rhythm as you navigate this emotionally expansive day. Welcome to your Cáncer Daily Horoscope for May 27, 2025. As we navigate this late spring day, the cosmic energies are aligning in particularly interesting ways for those born under the sign of the crab. Today, the moon, your ruling celestial body, transits through Libra, creating a fascinating dynamic with your natural Cáncer energies. This